warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, met up with the gambler. We're both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness. Boredom overtook us. He began to speak. He said, "Son, I've made a life from reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were, but the way they held their eyes. And if you don't mind me saying, I can see her out of aces, or drink all the whiskey. I'll give you some advice." So I handed him my bottle. Well, he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette, asked me for a light. And the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. "You gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. Yeah, you got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done." Well, every gambler knows the secret to surviving is knowing what the cards are, what to throw away. 'Cause every hand's a winner, every hand's a loser. Most that you could hope for is to die in your sleep. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. And when he finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out a cigarette, faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. In his final words, I found the ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Everyone considered him coward of the county. Never stood one single time to prove the county wrong. His mother named him Tommy, folks just called him Yellow. Something always told me they were reading Tommy wrong. He was only 10 years old when his daddy died in prison. I looked after Tommy, well, he was my brother's son. I can still recall the words my brother said to Tommy: "Son, my life is over, but yours has just begun. Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble when you can. Now it don't mean you're weak if you turn that other cheek. Hope you're old enough to understand. You don't have to fight to be a man." Well, there's someone for everyone. Tommy's love was Becky. In her arms he didn't have to prove he was a man. One day while he was working, Gatlin boys came calling. They took turns at Becky. There was 3 of them. Tommy opened up the door and he saw it as Becky crying. Oh, the torn dress, the shattered look, was more than he could stand. He reached above the fireplace, took down his daddy's picture. As his tears fell on his daddy's face, I heard these words again: "Promise me, son, not to do the things I've done. Walk away from trouble when you can. It won't mean you're weak if you turn the other cheek. Hope you're old enough to understand, son, you don't have to fight to be a man. Well, the Gatlin boys just laughed at him as he walked into the barroom. One of them got up, led him halfway across the floor. Tommy turned around, they said, look, Tommy's leaving. You could have heard a pin drop. Tommy stopped and locked that door. 20 years of crawling, bottled up inside him. Wasn't holding nothing back, let him have it all. When Tommy left the barroom, now the Gatlin boy was standing. He said, this one's for Becky, and I watched the last one fall. Well, I promised you, Dad, not to do the things you've done. I walk away from trouble if I can. And please don't think I'm weak, I couldn't turn the other cheek. And Papa, I sure hope you understand, sometimes you gotta fight to be a man. Everyone considered him the coward of the county. Happy Canada Day, everybody. Peace and love. mountainmorning.ca.